In 2014, a doctor ripped off insurance, and we can go over what he said, I said on the record. I didn't know that's what he was doing at the time. In 2015, collections tried to kill me. So that's what he was doing. I tried to subpoena the hospital because I'm not a communist, but they got to the lawyer. Democracy was off the table, so I had to look into it. When I got back in 2016, the love of my life was 7 months pregnant. They raped my reason for living the minute I left town and got her strung out just to connect the Pentagon to crimes they never could pin on me directly. Sent Joey Greco down here to make it look good enough for government work, but not our government. None of this is good enough for our government, but that's why they were trying to connect the Pentagon to certain crimes so they could broker negotiations. You'd have to be a fool to buffalo this gravy train. First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor in any religion. All of these clowns belong in prison. Bunch of heretical idiot wizards in lab coats. I traced Cambridge Analytica before the pandemic, so if you thought that was man-made or otherwise avoidable, we might have avoided it. I've been trying to reach the CIA for 10 years. What these lily-white Muslims think it's going to be the CIA's fault? It's all your fault, Langley. I've been saying you can't ban waterboarding for 20. The whole premise is that, like, a bunch of Chinese spies were under the impression that I deserved this and we were negotiating. We were not negotiating. I just got raped in surgery when I was 6 years old and they were trying to kill me before I found out. I'm subject to no protection outside the Constitution. I've never been allowed to testify on my own behalf. They're trying to keep it on social media because they thought they had somebody to blame for Benghazi, like our little American slave boy did it. You obviously can't afford due process if you can't risk an investigation. Something happened to the president? Why, you think you outranked the president? They're not with me. And according to international law, that means they're not with me. So what is this, freedom of religion? Nobody ever raped an unconscious 6-year-old boy into a free press. It's not freedom of religion for the 6-year-old unconscious on an operating table. So this is their religion, pretending they don't understand that it's not mine. But first, do no harm, or you're not a doctor in any religion. It's the definition. You can't just change it and pretend democracy still means the same thing. So king of the what? King of the guys not letting me talk to the CIA for the past 10 years? I don't think so. China employs people who cannot be reasoned with. Therefore, China is a terrorist state. One does not become a king of the Hindi by raping the Hindi. You don't become a king by raping a little Hindu boy. You're just a fugitive. You have to be reincarnated. So I figure it's not, ultimately it's not India, but Gandhi was not Hindu. So I hate to see our fellow Aryans pay for this, but it's the year of our Lord 2026 and the law is still delivered in Latin because only one man has ever been born perfect and we do not anticipate a repeat performance. It's not my opinion, it's John 3:16. If Jesus was not the only begotten, it's just another book. But you can't risk saying that's heresy because people might hear what I said and they'll be like, it's not heresy. So I presume this is Jehovah's Witnesses swearing they saw something that happened when I wasn't there. Jehovah's liars. We're not affiliated. And I don't have to list every organization I'm not affiliated with just to tell the CIA we're not affiliated. First, I shall do no harm. I shall guard my charge from injustice. All enemies, foreign and domestic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all.